Give me a minute here. Yeah. Just give me a minute, everybody. Everybody, a few of my friends. Let's see. Join me. All right, just give me a few seconds here, okay? Just give me a few seconds. All right. All righty. 10 set 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo. All righty. There's a few things I want to get off my chest tonight. Now, first of all, whether you like Alex Jones or not, whether you like it or not, but you have the First Amendment called freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of expression, all that good stuff. And it's there for a reason. Now, come to find out, Facebook and YouTube banned him for doing live stream videos, basically for no reason whatsoever. Twitter, for I understand that so far, but I think they're next. And I do believe social media in general is trying to silence people like us. Well, why? Some people think, why would they do that? Why would they try to silence conservative voices? It's quite simple, to be honest with you. Now, if you take fake news like CNN, MSNBC, ABC News, NBC News, CBS, all these other fake news outlets, New York Times, Washington Post, I can go on forever and a day. A lot of people like me, I would say, I'm the very small percentage, I do admit that, but a lot of people like me, and if you look at Sticks and the Hammer 666, Paul Joseph Watson, Next News Network, and I can go on and on and on, Those are a few things on top of my head I watch on a regular basis. I post a lot of those videos on my page here as well, including Alex Jones as well. But a lot of them, take CNN, for example. They're a failing network, and they're blaming people like Alex Jones, people like us, for taking their views. I heard him say this. They're blaming like alternative news outlets for taking their audience away from them. Of course, not realizing they're doing it to their damn selves, basically. They're just doing it to themselves. Let's face facts. CNN, the New York Times, the Washington Post, they're like failing news networks, but they're failing. They know they're failing, and they're blaming people like us for taking their audience. Like me, when I do my Facebook videos, I had one like 4,000 or 5,000 views, on not much, some as low as 600 or 500 views. So a guy like me, that's not too bad. Give or take a little bit, But guys like, say Anomaly, he gets thousands of views, thousands. Alex Jones, he gets millions of views, Paul Joseph Watson, he gets millions of views. Mark Dice, he gets millions of views and stuff like that. And that's what making them nervous, especially because a midterm is coming up. They keep bragging about a blue wave coming up this year, but it looks like, well, let's see it so far, it may not happen. And what's going on here, people like us going on here, giving our 2 cents worth, trying to tell the damn truth and report the nonsense of the fake media and everything else, and they don't like it. So what better way to try to pressure like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube and other social media websites that we rely on to get our messages across, trying to suppress people like us any which way they can. By our rights, trying to violate our right of free speech, basically. That's what they're trying to do. That makes all these nonsense words, like racism, bigotry, homophobe, Islamophobe, all the other phobic names, titles. Because the libtards and liberals, they like this, the titles on every fucking thing. They sound fucking real. And what's really got them worried right now, this is my humble opinion, but I'm seeing this, is this hashtag walk away movement, where you got, a lot like, it's like hundreds of thousands, not millions of people are walking away from the Democrat Party. Don't tell me they're not scared about this. Because a lot of people, I'm going to say, let's say 500,000, rough figure, said, I'm done with the Democrat Party, rightfully so. I'm out of here, rightfully so. So they jump ship. They jump off the Democrat plantation, basically. And that got them worried. And instead of like blaming themselves, they blame people like us, people like me, Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, Sticks and Hammer 666, Mark Dice. I can go on, Anomaly. They blame people like us for making this happen. We're not doing this. They're doing it to themselves, basically. That's what they're doing. They're doing it to themselves with all the rhetoric and nonsense since the 2016 election. Ever since Trump got elected, all this has pretty much started. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I've seen this coming. I've seen it coming. Okay, I've seen it coming. So instead of taking their own responsibility, of hyping up people, hyping up the masses, causing mass riots, causing mass hysteria, causing some mental illness about all this about the election, basically. What they're doing to themselves, where every people, the average person who's not really into politics, sees this. They might lean Democrat, but not very political Democrats, but they see this hysteria going on and says, enough of this. I am out of here. I am tired of CNN. I'm saying I'm tired of these fake news outlets, stuff like that. So they walk away and go to other sources or just rethink their political views or their political ideology, basically. This is what they're doing. This is the exact same reason. They're choosing to walk away. This is the exact same reason they want to silence people like us. Somebody like me, I'm just a small potato. I'm the small fish in the small pond in all this, the very small fish in the small pond. There's a lot of bigger fish, bigger than me in the small pond, but our pond is slowly growing and growing and growing and growing. I give you a prime example. Mark Dice. I share a lot of his videos on my page on Jerry's World. Lots of them, okay? And his views on his YouTube videos alone, he gets more views a lot of the CNN show does. Matter of fact, I think he gets more views than Anderson Cooper 360, basically. And those are the people they are worried about because they're afraid they're drawing their audience away from them. Alex Jones, I guarantee you, and even Paul Joseph Watson, they get more views more likely than CNN or New York Times, stuff like that. So they're afraid these people are drawing their audience away from them and calling to these people. Basically, they're blaming people like us for Trump winning the election and Hillary Clinton losing the election. Because Hillary Clinton said it herself, she blamed Alex Jones for losing the 2016 election. And I'm going to say this, I don't care how you feel about Alex Jones, or you like him or you dislike him, you're going to have to respect the fact there's a First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of press, stuff like that, where he's exercising on a daily basis. They tried lawsuits to knock him down. That didn't work. So they're trying this. Anybody who's watching this who's an Alex Jones fan like me, InfoWars, try to share much of this content on your page if possible. And, hopefully they won't knock it up, but I think they will, basically. But just share them on your page anyway, kind of make a stand against Facebook. Let them know that you're not going to stand for this stuff like this. Because, and I heard say himself on CBS, one of them news networks, that social media sites have played an impact, like it or not, on a 2016 election. It has. Don't tell me it hasn't. I know it has. People like me who post up pro-Trump stuff almost all the damn time. All the damn time. And they probably don't like it because they're probably thinking we're encouraging people to vote for Trump. They're encouraging people to go away from them, from the fake news stuff like that, and cling to the alternative news sources, and rightfully so, because people like us, we're not going to flat out lie to them. We're just not going to do it. We'll tell the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. We'll tell it like we see it. Here's the one main advantage, like a guy like me. I have no sponsors, no nothing. I don't make money off this. So pretty much I can go on here and say what I want to say, pretty much. Say what I want to say, because I have no sponsor enough to tell me otherwise. On the fake news outlets, they get their money from private donations, stuff like that, and get funded somewhere else. So they're limited what they can and cannot say. And CNN, I guess, they pretty much think they're obligated to just 24 hours trash Trump, basically. And MSNBC and a few others, I'll get to Fox News later. But this is what's going on, in my opinion, that they don't want us having a voice for the sheer fact they're going to be afraid of us taking their audience away from them. I know I'm talking big, but I think I'm talking the truth. Because let me tell you something about me. Yeah, I get the most views I ever get any of my videos is like 11 to 12,000 views. That is the most. I'm average between 6 to almost 2,000 views, roughly, give or take. Not a constant number, but that's about average numbers. Put it that way, average number. But even a lot of little guys like us, I think we're having somewhat of an impact here. Somewhat of an impact. And the guy who started the hashtag Walk Away movement, Brian Kostroff, I think his name is, he the one who started it not too long ago. And thousands of people jumped on board. And here's the thing, CNN had the audacity to call this Walk Away movement Russian bots. But it's not Russian bots. It is actual real people from all walks of life, from all races and genders and nationalities walking away from the Democrat Party, and they don't like it. I understand they don't like it, but they've done it to themselves. But they're going to take self-accountability for their actions? No. They'll blame somebody else. They'll blame someone like Alex Jones and do everything they can to get rid of him, to silence him. So hopefully they can probably retain some of their audience. But I guarantee you, they somehow get rid of Alex Jones, somebody's going to hop and ride on this damn place, and they're going to go to him, basically. That's exactly what's going to happen. I could stop making videos tonight, my last video, and nobody won't give two shits probably. But with someone like Alex Jones, Next News Network, Anomaly, Six Hammer, stuff like that, they have the bigger impact. They have more time and a little more resources to do it. And I have very little funds and very little resources to do mine. That's the way it is with me. So be it. But I always try up to date, up to par. Just up to date, up to par, and on track on everything. On everything. This is what happens. So right now, we got to fight hard. Protect our voices. Don't let the fake news media outlets like CNN especially, MSNBC, CBS, ABC News, and NBC News try to silence us. We need to fight them back the best way that we can. They may have the money and resources, but we got the numbers and the power to be heard. And that's right there is a good thing. And I'm going to jump up to this one topic here, Trump anxiety disorder. First was Trump derangement disorder. Now they retitled the Trump whatever disorder, anxiety disorder, basically. And I saw this libtard video posted on Jared. Well, no idea, but did he know? And this libtard said how she would deal with this and say, be more politically active, blah, blah, blah. And I keep thinking, okay, you didn't like the results of the 2016 election. I saw them in that building. The majority was crying, throwing fits and everything. I was like 2-year-olds in there. I'll never forget that night. Okay, and it started then on election night. And it started getting worse and worse and worse. When Trump got inaugurated in 2017, that's when shit really started hitting the fan, especially that fat lady on her knees just screaming top of her lungs, just yelling no and shit like that. I'm like, really? Really? Of course, nobody here told these snowfaces to get a real fucking life, get the fuck over it, move on like a lot of us wants to, but, they won't let us. They refuse to let this go. So they riot in the streets, they beat people up, they shoot at people, they throw feces at people and everything else and piss at people. And I guess they expect us to take it, and I don't think so. But hey, Glenn, how you doing? But this is the thing that what gets me about all this, Trump disorder they have it. And this Trump, I'm sorry, amnesty, anoxy, well, whatever, sorry. All this Trump derangement disorder and shit like that, it's just totally fucking unreal. And they have to know it is backfiring on them. That's backfiring on them, Now they're offering counseling services for this. Colleges is literally offering counseling services at their colleges for the people, even to this day, who's still suffering of the election of President Donald Trump. This is how stupid. Trump anxiety disorder has got to fuck. It's all this man's got to stop, but it's not, because the media is going to keep pushing the narrative. And here's the thing. This is what my take on this, what I've seen in the past year. In the past year, the Dems, what I've seen, has really never ran on a really legitimate platform. They haven't. Not a real platform. The only platform they ran on for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, is I hate Trump, basically. That's about it. The I hate Trump platform. That was about it. They're talking about infrastructure, the military, jobs, economy, taxes, foreign affairs, stuff that really matters, the wildfires in California, Colorado, stuff like that, what's going on the border, what's going on, in Libya, what's going on in Syria. No, 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 no. If you go on the news today, especially CNN, prime example, it's just 24 hours of this Trump trash. And that's it. Hardly talk about anything else. So they think all this man is going to put the Dems control the Senate, the Senate and Congress this year, and give them the presidency in 2020. But I have a good feeling all this madness is going to end up backfiring on them for a reason, because a lot of people are waking up, including African Americans. I see it slowly. A lot of my friends are telling me they're slowly waking up to the madness of the libtards and the Democrats. Like I stated in the past, liberalism equals terrorism, and they're proving me right more and more each day. I'm going to close out on that note. I thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a good day, and bye-bye.